Something that really gets on my nerves, and I know that everyone online has at some point had to deal with this, is when you post a rant about something that's general, but there's always that one person who thinks it's aimed at them, and they come straight into your inbox expecting an argument or trying to sort of shame you for what they see as standing up to them. Very rarely to actually settle differences and bury the hatchet. And it really gets on my nerves when it's people who never normally notice you. Like, they never normally respond to you. You can send them the nicest things and they just won't even bother replying. Or you talk to them, but talking to them is like sort of pulling teeth. It's difficult to even get a reply out of them. But yet suddenly, when they think something is about them and they see an argument, they're replying to you like Speedy Gonzales and writing up Shakespeare style replies, big paragraphs. It's always funny to me when you post an indirect and someone who it wasn't aimed at suddenly gets all defensive, and you sort of sit there thinking, you've just outed yourself. Now tell me, why do you think that was aimed at you? But the truth is, and I'm only speaking for myself here, I don't do indirects about individuals. I will, if I've got a problem with an individual, I'll go and talk to them. When I do indirects, it's usually because that thing has happened multiple times. It's never about one person. There's a video that I've got planned, and I've actually had it planned in my head for a year. And last month I recorded it, and I decided to ditch it because I wasn't happy with the editing of it. But the main reason was I used an example in there to demonstrate my point. And it's an example of something that happened years ago. But I just know that if I can post, some general thing and a bunch of people will come flooding into my inbox suddenly expecting me to talk to them because they think it's about them. Imagine what would happen if I used an actual example. Because that actually would be aimed at someone, and I just don't do that. So I'm going to re-record it tomorrow or the day after, and it's going to be a general thing. It's going to be aimed at multiple people. But it's going to be inspired by multiple people, I think, is the correct word. But I just know that so many people are going to be in my inbox. People I haven't heard from for years suddenly expecting me to explain why I've just made an entire video about them. I'll probably make it extra long because then I know no one's actually going to watch it. Although they'll probably watch like 3 minutes of it and then decide that it's about them, and I'll end up having to answer a load of points that I actually made in the video later on had they continued playing it. But yeah, I think we all have that at some point. We tweet something out or we post a video and then one person is vain enough to think it's about them. And sometimes it's funny, but sometimes it's fucking tragic.